Alright, welcome back. This is DragonInWhite, and we're back with another episode of Assassin's Creed 2. It has been, I think 2 days since I last played. Needed a bit of a break, and then I had a bunch of other things to do. Previously, I recorded 13 episodes in one setting and was rather tired by then. And thanks to that, I actually have enough footage for releasing up to the 20th, which I come back. Now I'm just trying to get in another 2, maybe 3 episodes so that I don't have to immediately start recording the moment I get back, and that will give me a 1 or 2 day buffer at least. So I have read this before. Okay, so previously I was actually initially thinking of finishing off all 15 chapters. Unfortunately, that last Templar lair was too much. I couldn't. I was too frustrated by that point of time. And I ended up just giving up after that and stopping. Although it would have just been another hour of recording, I think it was vital for my sanity that I stopped there. I mean, it was starting to get to about 1 AM, 2 AM, which is rather early for me, but I have been recording and working the whole day, and yeah, I was just getting crazy and I just needed that time. So in any case, this time we're just going to finish off that one last viewpoint which I didn't get the last time, thanks to me being frustrated, unfortunately. And then we'll get on to the main quest from here on.
There he is, get him!
Come on. Oh, that was bad, that was bad.
Raju, he's there, on him! Mercy, mercy, I've done nothing!
Yeah, you can Yeah, might need a bit of warming up, so partly why I'm doing this too, but I think I have actually practiced enough that I don't really have to warm up too much here. I just really need to get a bit more used to the system. So just for those of you who are wondering, an update on the Borderlands series. Tony is currently in Singapore. He's been traveling around and hasn't been available. It just so happened that season when I fell sick and couldn't do any recording, Tony was around in Malaysia, and when I actually gotten better, he had to travel out again. So I think we are probably gonna have to wait for another month before we could finish that. We are hoping to finish that series as soon as we can and probably move on to something else more fun. Initially we were thinking about moving on to Borderlands 2, but I think Tony's not too keen on that idea somehow. So yeah, you know, the whole point of this is really for both of us to have fun. So we'll probably look and see if there's something else that we want to do. Potentially something more up to date as well. He's been wanting to play Ralph, but honestly I think Ralph was rather slow going, and the way I release videos, I think you guys are just gonna sit there and watch like 6 episodes of me fishing stuff out of water before I even do anything productive, and even so it's just very grindy and I don't find it entertaining, honestly. I mean, no doubt there's probably more to it once I actually get around to playing the game further, but unfortunately I'm not the kind of gamer that will. I mean, okay, I like grinding a lot, but the problem is with YouTube, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be boring for you guys if I'm just gonna be grinding all the time without doing anything practical. And sadly I do not have the kind of time to edit my videos to shrink say 3 hours grind into a half an hour episode. All the footage you see as it is are actually purely unedited, and yeah, unless there are certain issues with the thing where I had to cut pieces out here and there, which very rarely happen. You know, like keeping the channel family friendly with some accidental cuss words. which very rarely happen, or maybe sometimes getting interrupted by family and wanting to keep people's privacy there. So sometimes we cut out that bit. Although again, rarely happen because I tend to lock my door when I'm recording. So, but Tony records in a setup where basically his computer is right in the living room and his family is there sometimes, depending. So there's a chance that he gets interrupted every now and then. Okay, any case, we finally arrive at mission location, and let's carry on with this mission here, and hopefully we can get something good here.
There you are. Come, Ezio. I'd like to introduce you to an associate. This is Agostino Barbarigo, soon to be Doge of Venezia, thanks to you.
È un onore fare la vostra conoscenza, illustrissimo. I'm sorry for the loss of your brother.
He had it coming. He was bought and paid for by the Borgia. A mistake I have no intention of making.
Come, Ezio. We have much to discuss. We've located Silvio Barbarigo for you. He's fled into l'Arsenale.
Ha! Fled? You mean occupied, and joined by 200 mercenari, no less.
You're Doge now. Can't you command them to stand down?
The Committee of 41 has yet to confirm my ascension. And this little stunt of Silvio's has only made things worse. He has an entire army at his command.
Then help me to raise my own.
I figured you'd say as much. Bartolomeo d'Alviano is the man you seek. He and his men have little love for Silvio. He resides within the military district, southwest of l'Arsenale.
Va bene. I'll go and see him.
Yep, l'Arsenale. It appears that I've been pronouncing it as
Silvio
Arsenal.
Barbarigo. Raised by wealthy merchants, Silvio was introduced to politics when his father was cut out of the family inheritance. From then on, Silvio worked for his uncle, his father's killer. Apparently, he had a knack for persuasion. Quickly, he became his uncle's advisor, proving his worth by discovering a Soranzo plot against the Barbarigos. You're gonna love this. Before the plot could be carried out, Silvio throws an Easter celebration, inviting the Soranzos. There's a pageant for the children in the central courtyard, while Silvio escorts the parents to the roof. He toasts the family, then signals the archers hidden behind the courtyard windows. The Soranzos never plotted against the Barbarigos again. Fast forward 10 years, and Silvio's living in his uncle's luxurious Venetian palazzo. According to the history books, his uncle died in bed.
Died in bed. Very suspicious. I'm pretty sure he had something to do with it. Well, in any case, I got a bit distracted by a message, but I'm pretty sure all the important bits you guys have heard it, and I can probably just review the footage to get more information. And let's face it, it's rather optional. But yeah. Okay, any case, I have a bad feeling. Nope. My bad feeling was not true. I was thinking that this part of the city, the top part, I might possibly get more viewpoints to unlock here. Apparently not yet. So actually it's this side. Actually, I mean, I just unlocked that corner, so it just makes sense. Yeah. No, I was not intending to do that, but works well. If only I could fly like that day.
What are you doing here? There! Where? Merda! Eccolo! Get him!
I figure that going straight is the easiest way, so why not? So in any case, for those of you who's wondering, today is the 4th of January and it is currently 11:43 p.m. I've been out the entire day working on something, and also I happened to catch Star Wars with a couple of friends earlier as well. I'm not gonna make any spoilers. It's rather interesting, and I think it was a bit abrupt, but I don't know, there were a lot of bad reviews, and I think that a lot of these reviews are not really called for. I think it was just mostly a problem of people having high expectations of the thing, and after it's like after their expectations were not met, they basically were disappointed and just gave it bad reviews. But personally, as a movie on its own and as a standalone, without considering any expectation, I think it was a decent movie. I mean, it's better than a few other movies I've seen, especially Twilight. But I think that in all fairness, it is a okay movie, but of course not the best. And my personal opinions on the Star Wars series, I think I got distracted and walked the wrong way, on the Star Wars series is that the new series 7, 8, 9 didn't quite like how the story direction went.
Please, help.
Where do I go? Up?
Please.
You must be one of Bartolomeo's men. What's happened here? Where is he?
Silvio's thugs attacked, took him deeper into the district. North of here.
Requiescat in pace.
Well, time to free someone, and I'm pretty sure I can do it with a bang.
A great metal work here.
Okay, so back on my scheduling. Recently things have been a bit crazy, but ever since I actually managed to get that chunk of 13 chapters done that day, actually things have been a lot better. I managed to finish up what I need to. Everything urgent has all been dealt with. Yeah. See what I mean about the auto target system? It's not very intuitive. It tries, it's just not there. Where is he?
I'll show mercy to whoever here has the courage to release me. All the rest of you are going to die. Not you. Want to fight? You got it. You're mine, assassin! A man sells his honor and dignity for a bit of coin. Realize you are in service to a traitor. That one is very familiar. Oh! Do you think I don't know why you've chained me up? Do you think I don't know who pulls Silvio's puppet strings? I've been fighting his weasel of a master since before most of you were even glimmers in your father's eyes!
There we go. Let's take a look at him. Bartolomeo di Alviano. Born in the town of Alviano in central Italy, Bartolomeo grew up to be a clever and resourceful soldier. After spending several years in Venice, he joined the Orsini family in 1496 to fight against Pope Alexander VI, which is Rodrigo Borgia, who was attempting to seize Orsini territory. The Pope's men had the upper hand, narrowing Bartolomeo's resources down to 3 fortresses. But Bartolomeo continued to hold out. Smelling victory, Caesar Borgia, the Pope's son, cut off his supplies. Then, when all looked lost, Carlo Orsini rode over the hill with his army, joining Bartolomeo to defeat the Pope's men and even wounding Caesar in the face. In 1503, Bartolomeo was hired by Ferdinand II of Spain to help the Spanish army defeat the French and help the Kingdom of Naples. In the following year, he defeated Maximilian I, the Holy Roman Emperor, taking Trieste and Gorizia. Impressed, Venice elected him to the office of Governor General. Everything was upcoming roses for Bartolomeo until the disastrous Battle of Agnadello in 1509, when he disobeyed orders to avoid combat and directly attacked the French army. The battle was lost, Bartolomeo was captured and wounded by the French, and the Venetians lost Lombardy, a province it had taken them 800 years exertion to conquer. Furious, Venice refused to help Bartolomeo despite his claim that the French commander had stolen a priceless Venetian artifact which he was attempting to rescue. Bartolomeo, the priceless artifact is probably one of the apples. Bartolomeo was kept in French prison until 1513, but the French, as we all know, are very forgiving. He was sprung from jail to fight for them, managing to defeat the Swiss with only 300 men in 1515. Later in the same year, once restored to his former glory as general of the Venetian army, he was killed besieging Brescia. Venice welcomed his body home with a grand ceremony and buried him in the church of Santo Stefano. Alright, let's release him.
About goddamn time! I don't know if I should kiss you or slap you. Maybe both, just to be safe.
That's quite all right.
Who are you?
I'm Ezio Auditore da Firenze. I'm here to rescue you.
Let's see who winds up rescuing who.
What do you mean?
Down there! Stop them! Where to, Madonna? There! Go! Let's see what you can do! Finally, things get interesting! What fun this will be! Oh, in hell! About time.
Let's do it. We should go.
Agreed. There are still more heads to be smashed. Finally, things get interesting!
Perhaps we should try and avoid conflict.
Why? Are you afraid?
No,
Segui. There yet? As you wish.
Meh, I don't really care about conflict. I'm just gonna take the most direct route I can. Probably on ground, because it'll probably take him time to get over here.
Watch for the large one. Dante is called. Most of Silvio's men are useless. But that's what it's about.
Lost his mind?
There we go.
Sweet Frida. How I have missed you.
Silvio has set his men to ransacking your place. Prepare yourself for a fight.
No need. Bartolomeo is always prepared for a fight.
I like this guy, he's feisty.
Let's see what you can do!
Almost done.
Break! Boom!
Right here.
On me. If you value your life, you'll stand down.
Never! What good is a man's life if it's not lived free, eh? I'll not go back into a cage.
Then you'll go into the ground. Kill them.
With just two of them.
Stop! What fun this will be!
Day is your last.
Ha!
All right, this way.
What a mess they've made. Bianca. I hope she is unharmed.
Alright, that is that cleared.
Bianca! Bianca!
Is everything all right?
What do you think? Look at this place. And poor Bianca. If something's happened to her. Aha! Oh, my darling. Thank God.
I was
you're
suspecting a
all right.
woman.
Ezio, meet Bianca. Bianca, Ezio.
Charmed.
Fighting
I know
fanatic.
your name, but not why you're here.
I have business with Silvio Barbarigo. I was told you could help.
Ah, it would be my honor.
But it's going to require more than just the two. Three of us to weaken his forces. How do you suggest we proceed?
I'll go and ready my men for battle. While I do this, I'd like you to rescue those who were captured during Silvio's assault. I cannot in good conscience leave them behind.
Good man.
Intesi. I
Loyal.
will attend to it at once.
Good luck out there, Ezio.
What he meant to follow. Like, when his man was captured, he didn't want to leave them behind. In fact, he actually tried to get someone to help out, even though he didn't personally do it. But I suppose it's part of the deal. I mean, if I didn't bother him with this, he would have probably just done it himself.
There he is! Laju!
Too easy.
Many thanks for the aid, friend. We'd like to fight with you, if you'll have us.
Stay close.
Okay, and while I'm carrying on with this mission, perhaps let us begin my usual shameless plugs, because I know I'm starting to approach, not there yet, but starting to approach the end of the time I have. So firstly, as many of you know, I'm the translator of Immortal and Martial Dual Cultivation. So this is a Chinese web novel that is being translated by, well, me, and it's available for free at gravitydeals.com. Chapters are released daily, so it's incomplete, but it's going to take years to actually even complete the thing, so it's not a problem. And then next up, I have a Patreon setup to go along with the novel as well as this thing. If you like to support what I do and you really like it, do consider supporting me on Patreon. This is my current main means of an income. Aside this, I actually have no way of earning.
Follow my lead.
So yeah, do consider contributing if you want to. Of course, there's no obligation, and only if you can afford the means to. Other than so with Patreon, what you get also is advanced chapters where you get to read ahead of the public release. I have a few stockpile, and basically they are released to you. Of course, not all of them, and the number of chapters available, it depends on the tier that is pledged. Finally, I have a merch store set up. If you would like to consider, if you like to support me in another way aside from Patreon, the merch store is one possible other way as well. Do take a look at the merch store, consider buying some of the stuff. With the merch store you get, well, clearly a physical goods that is available for you to purchase, and I would say that the price of these items are actually rather reasonable. Yeah, they're rather reasonable, and they are what I would consider as market price.
What glory is mine, dispatcher of the great assassin.
Right, and that's it with my shameless plugs as well as this part of the mission.
Together we will crush the Barbarigo.
Okay. So with that, I think once we turn in this quest, that should be more or less this episode settled. It's currently sitting at about 26 minutes on my recording. According to my recording, normally I keep my recordings between 25 to 35 minutes. I think this is about a good length. But yeah, let's just turn this in and let's see what he has to say first.
Salute, Ezio. Welcome back. And well done. My host is restored to its former glory. Now Silvio will see just how grave a mistake he's made.
How should we proceed? A direct assault against the Arsenale?
No, we'd be massacred at the gates. I have something else in mind. Take my men and plant them throughout the district. The trouble they cause will force Silvio to dispatch most of his guards.
And with the Arsenale drained of mercenaries, I can move in for the kill.
Esatto. You'll be virtually unopposed.
Let's hope he takes the bait.
Oh, don't worry. He will.
That's very confident of him. Okay, so this is a new quest here.
Andiamo.
However, before I actually have this done, I think I'm gonna end the episode here and proceed on with this on the next episode. So I'll see you guys next time. Ciao.